in the pouring rain. And no matter what we go through, love will still remain. So do what you want, baby. You and me in the...
Welcome to the vlog, y'all. It's been a minute, but I've been outside, I've been traveling, I've been doing all kinds of fun stuff. Honestly, where I've been is on my other channel, handling all my garden projects before it got too hot here in Texas. And now that it's June, the heat is turning up, so I'm not doing as much outside, which is giving me back my time for inside to do some projects. And today we're gonna pick up with doing some stuff inside the house. So the last time we were together, we were in the theater room. We're still gonna finish that. We're just gonna pick that up in a couple of weeks from now. What I wanted to do when I came back inside of the house is I wanted to kind of get the living room, dining area together. Since we've been in the house, I have not styled this space to like use as a family. Like every once in a while, I'll move some stuff around. I've really been on the fence about seating in this space. It's a really large space, but I wanted it to feel quite a bit smaller, but still keep the largeness. It's a mess, I know, that doesn't make sense, but I was working on something, and because I was working through that concept in my head, it was taking me forever to decide what I was going to do in this space, but I've got some clarity. I really wanna bring some color into the space. My house is missing the color that I actually love. So I was like, you know what, before we pick back up in the theater room, because no, I didn't finish the 1 room challenge, let's start in here because this is a little bit easier. It doesn't involve cutting wood, it doesn't involve big heavy lifting. It's just decorating and accessorizing and making the space feel warm. So today, I am going to show you what a colored neutral means, right? Y'all hear me talk about loving color all the time, but today I'm gonna show you how in my living room, I am colorfully making my neutral palette to feel very moody, to feel very comfy, to feel very lived in, to make this huge space feel smaller but not tight, if that makes sense. Like we're bringing it in for the summertime, but we're also brightening it up with color for the summertime. We're gonna change out some textures, do some stuff on the windows. It's a whole lot that's gonna happen over the next couple of weeks, but today we're gonna start in the living room, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's hop in. So before we get started decorating, let me reintroduce you to Quince, who I partnered with for a few pieces for today's video. I first introduced you to Quince back when we were decorating our bedroom, and I'll link that video to you guys so you can watch it. That one was really popular with you all as far as their sheets were concerned. And I have several sets of Quince sheets, and I love them. And I love how on Quince's website, you can shop for a myriad of things, right? So you've got clothing, you've got home, you've got baby and kids and travel. But where I really spend the bulk of my time when I'm here on the website is here in their home department, because I love the quality of what you're able to get. They have things in cashmere and European linen and bamboo, and it comes in a variety of colors. So when I thought about the color palette that I wanted to add to the living room, albeit it is some rust colors in there, it's still kind of earthy. So I was like, let me go and see what they have. So when I came over to the site, I was able to find the decorative pillows that you're going to see in today's video, which are right here. They're the linen geo print pillow. Absolutely adored them. I got the set of 2 in this terracotta color, and they go perfectly with the ottoman that's in the space. To complement it, I was like, I want to throw, but I didn't want the throw to be, too obnoxious. But while I was scrolling the site, I was able to find this Italian cotton throw, and I was like, yep, that's it. So I grabbed her real quick. And then I also got this airy gauze throw. I was going to get it in a rust color too, but I was like, girl, pump the brakes. So I just got it in white. And I absolutely love everything that I have. So I was on the fence on whether or not I wanted to add another chair, and I decided not to. But while I was here, I noticed that they had like floor poofs and stuff like that. So I decided to get this braided jute floor pillow, and I'm glad I did. I really, really, really love it. And I think the puppy's going to love it too. Yes, we have a puppy, but I really wanted to show you guys the website while we're decorating, just because there's so much here for you to shop for. And I know we are all like bougie, uh, for lack of better words, and we like our high quality stuff. And I'm all about saving a quick coin too. So I just wanted to kind of show you the website, because this has become quickly one of my favorite places to shop online. And the quality of their products are absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's hop back into the decorating. And if you're looking for some home and bedding items like some towels, some rugs, I mean, there's a myriad of things. I'm linking all of the products directly in the description that I bought, but go check them out, friend. They are wonderful, and I promise you they will not disappoint. The pillows are added, and I love it already. We hadn't even accessorized yet, but it's amazing what a little bit of color will do to your space. So originally, we were gonna do these pillows, and then I was going to have some drapes that were going to be this color as well. But I pressed pause on the drapes because once these, or that color on the drapes, because once these got here, they do add quite a bold statement to the space. And I felt like adding this same color on the walls would do too much of a drenching feature versus an accent, if that makes sense. So what I decided to do was, instead of having this kind of terracotta color up on the wall, what I'm gonna do in here is these drapes that you see right here on the living room wall, we are going to take those down. The 3 panels in the middle are going to come down, and then the 2 on the outside will be more of a blue color that you see in the rug. Now, I'm doing that because I want to add some dimension on the wall. I don't want it to just be like a solid white color on the wall. So I'm adding the light blue in here just to add some dimension. And I didn't want to go dark blue because we've got the dark blue wall, and then we're going to have the dark blue floor pillow. So to balance this space out, still accomplish my goals, those 3 panels coming out will allow us to see straight out the windows going to the backyard. The ones on the side will add the depth, if that makes sense. It'll all make sense. I don't have the curtains yet. I just ordered them. So once they come in, I'll come back and show you what they look like. So what I'm doing in here is creating a more casual space. What I've noticed is that when I brought these sofas back down and I added actual decor in here, everybody flocked to this space. So now that everybody's flocked to this space, I'm adding smaller pieces to fill up the room. But I also want it to be casual, feel lived in, not feel stuffy, but be comfortable for everybody. So the curtains that we're putting up, because it's the summer, will be a linen. They'll have grommets on them, so it won't be as formal. And then when the fall comes back, we'll throw up the velvet again as we start to prepare for Christmas. But I really wanted to lighten the space, and I'm pleased so far with where we are with these cushions, because I really do like the color with the green, and I like the color with the navy that's behind us. So now that I know this is going to work, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of the space, and then we'll come back at the end and chit chat about everything that's here. Okay, so now that the space is all styled, and it's not hazy from breakfast time anymore, let me walk you through it. It's so hard to record in here because the light only comes from that side. But we're gonna make it work. So starting with the couches, look how pretty. Don't you love it? So I chose these because of the pattern, but they actually have a texture too. And I really love how this kind of flows into this and just really makes for quite a nice juxtaposition, even kind of combining with this already existing pillow. Like, I like that. You know, I hadn't given these couches their due justice. And now that they're in here, albeit they are not like deep cushioned or anything like that, they're still comfortable. We did break them in while we were doing Tim's office. He was using them. So they're quite comfortable. They're just smaller in stature than what we're used to. But I love the color and I love the richness that they bring to the room. I still have to go through and take all the tags off of stuff. But as far as the coffee table is concerned, this coffee table I have had since like 2017. And it took so much for me to, like, I didn't want to get rid of it at all. So I was like, you know what? Let me style it real quick in the space, see if it works. And I actually like the I don't know, y'all, like, it just works. It just works for me. And I like the pieces that are on it. It's really nicely sized. So I want to say this is a 48-inch coffee table. It does need some restoration. So at some point I'm going to go through, sand it down, paint it over, just to clean it up a little bit. But look at, like, when you start adding this type of texture, this almost matches the lamp. I wish you could feel this through the camera. When you start adding all of this texture, we got a marble box here, candles and coffee table books and brass, metallic, stuff like that. Stuff just kind of pulls together. And I like that. I really, really like that. As far as the color palette is concerned, we've got 3 primary colors in the space. We've got the green, the blue, and the orange color, which is more of a terracotta or a rust. And the way I did this was the navy's floor cushion are playing off of the color in the wall, right? These windows are actually going to change. So all 3 of these panels are going to come down, and there'll be 2 panels on the side that will actually be a mist blue color, like I showed you earlier, and that is designed to play off of the color in the rug and the color in the artwork. And then the terracotta in the room, I just put in here for like a pop. And those colors, the cushions bring the ottoman in, and the throw brings the ottoman in. And it all kind of just marries one another. It kind of just goes together. The black anchors the room, which brings the mood that I'm looking for. You know, the metallics bring the pop of looks that I'm looking for. And I really, really enjoy this silhouette. And what I've noticed is that now that it's in place, we actually gather in here, watch TV. I've got my record player here. And, you know, at the end of the night, I'm not a big cooker, believe it or not, but, you know, there are some nights where I just jam out to my vinyl. Tim and I will sit in here, chit chat. Like, it just feels good. If you hadn't noticed, we have a puppy, and because we have her, you know, we got to spend time with her, and this is her space where we spend time with her. She makes real good use of our chair. But I got this in hopes that she would find it fun. The kids like to lay on the floor and play with her. So while these are cute, the rust color ottoman is storage. This allows us to put our feet up without putting too much seating in the room, but still can be seating if we need it. I just like the vibe. I do decorate with nature. So my plants, we're gonna repot her because she's leaning. She on the gangster lean. That's because she heavy. We need to straighten her up so she'll sit up a bit. Once I repowder, she'll look like that. We've got our large Dracaena here, which is gonna start leaning back towards the sun now that she's in a more appropriate spot to get lighting. We're not tackling this space today, but in next week's video, we're gonna update some wall trim. We'll have an oversized plant there, hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, I'll still be on the hunt for one. But all in all, I like where we are so far. So I still need to figure out what we're gonna do up top on the wall, if anything. I'm gonna refresh the fireplace a little later. But yeah, I love it. I love it, love it. I'll give you some close-up shots how everything looks. Everything will be linked down in the description or in my LTK shop. But so far, I am feeling the vibes, and I would love to hear your thoughts and see, you feeling color? Like, what are you doing this summer? What's your vibes? Me, I'm feeling it, and I'm finally glad that we are in a position where we're actually gonna use the space that we pay for. So that's that, friends. Let me give you some close-up shots, and then we will be back for next week's video. Look at that sweet baby. No bite mommy dress. Hey mama, no bite mommy chair. Hey baby. Hey baby. Oh, you pawed me in my mouth, girl. No bite. Hey, can you look at the camera? No. Look at the camera. Look, Dallas. Ooh, you need a good brush. Look at all that hair coming out. Ooh, we got to brush you real quick. Let me go get your brush so we can get you cleaned up. Hey, mama, baby. Hey. Okay.